In this class, we are going to work on our next control. For that, you already know the methodology. First, we will duplicate this page. Once duplicated, we will remove the drop-down list. Next, we will configure the names of the pages we currently have. We will name this page Input Box. For this, we will add a control and select the one called Input Box. What does this control allow us to do? This control allows us to receive a value from a category within a dimension or control field, and based on that value we input, the entire report will be filtered. For this class, we will continue using the example of country. So, we will select the dimension of country in the control field. Now, let's say I only want to see the data corresponding to Canada. To do this, I will type Canada in the search box, and let's see what happens. Notice that it doesn't show me any data. After typing, all the graphs appear as if they have no information. Why do you think this situation arises? I invite you to pause the class and think about what factor could have caused this situation. Okay, I'll give you the answer. Let's go to the configuration part, and in search type, the option equals is enabled. Since this option is enabled, we must write the exact name of the category. In the example we developed, I wrote Canada with a lowercase first letter. However, in the data source information, the first letter is uppercase. So let's make this change and see what happens. Look, now it shows me the information for Canada. As you saw, with this setting enabled, we need to ensure that we write the information without any differences in typing. But I can configure it differently. For example, I can configure this control to search by the characters it starts with, and I don't necessarily have to write the whole word. In the case of Canada, I can simply write CAN, and it will understand or search for all views related to that country or countries whose names start with CAN. It's worth noting that in this case, the only country that starts with CAN is Canada. Let's proceed to make that configuration. In search type, we will change it to starts with. Now in the search box, I will simply write CAN and press enter. Look, the entire report changed to show Canada. Now let's see what happens when I type COL. It shows me the information related to Colombia. The whole report updated according to the category of Colombia that we just selected. We can verify this by going to the map chart, and we can see that only this country is selected. Now I'll change the configuration to the search type contains. With this configuration, we can apply a filter for countries that contain the series of characters I write in any part of their name. In the search box, I will write nada. And look, it shows me all the information related to Canada. What if I want to see two countries at once? For that, in the search type, I will change from contains to in. I will continue with the example of the two countries we've been working with. So now simply separating them with a comma is enough to input the series of values by which I want to filter. So in the search box, I will first write Canada, comma, / Colombia, and press enter. And there we go, my information is updated. If I go to the map chart we have in the report, you can see that both countries are selected. As you can see, you can configure this search filter as you wish. Whether it starts with a certain character, contains any part of the characters, even using regular expressions, or multiple values at once. Now you know how to use this control. As always, I encourage you to practice with as many examples as you can think of. See you in the next class.